welcome back. It is Dr. AKA EDU _ curlz here. And today we are back to talk about the things that we are taking with us into 2026, but this time it's gonna be body care edition. So at this point, you've seen all the hair care stuff, you've seen the skin care stuff, and now we're moving into body care, and then we're gonna talk about health and wellness and supplements and routines. And so I'm so glad to be back and talking about this. I'm so glad to be talking about what I've been doing in my body care, because I think like my skin is one that I am really, really proud of, and something that I get a lot of compliments on a regular basis. Not only just my skin, like my face skin, but also my body skin and the natural scent that I have. So I was actually home for the holidays, this past holiday, and I was actually staying with my stepbrother and his fiance and their daughter, and she, like my niece fell in love with my skincare, like my body care stuff. She's like, oh my gosh, it smells so good. And then my stepbrother and his fiance mentioned the same thing, like the house smells like you, like what do you use? And so today I'm gonna spill the beans. I'm gonna talk a little bit about this. I have some girlfriends who have asked me that over the last few years, and really it took me a minute to figure out like what is the perfect concoction for me. What I realized in moving to Houston, and then also in just navigating the struggles of really dry winters when I lived in the Northeast, was I didn't have a really good like moisture balance routine for my skin. My skin drinks up water, and it really wants to be moisturized, but it also absorbs that really, really fast. And so I had to figure out like what works for me. The first thing that I will say in this process is I always moisturize my body fresh out the shower. So still when my body is warm, that matters a lot to how my skin actually absorbs the moisture from the products in which I'm using. And so I'll talk a little bit about that today, but let's go ahead and jump in. The first thing that I'll talk about is things that I use in shower. So I am obsessed with the coconut hibiscus line and its smell. And so they recently did a revamp and they made their Glowing Radiance body wash. And so that is actually what I use in the shower, is the coconut hibiscus lines body wash. And to go with that, the only scrub that I use is their Shea Sugar Scrub. At the same time, still the coconut hibiscus line, but I am a fan of the scent, and I stand by this scrub and that body wash, and those are the two that really, really, really work for me. I haven't really dabbled with other things. The only other one that I like is the almond from Dr. Bronner's liquid soap. I really, really like that one as well, and so you'll see me utilize that sometimes as well, but for the most part, these are the two that I'm gonna use on my skin. Then I talked about this in my skin routine, but I will use it here too. I love aloe, and so sometimes I use aloe vera gel really just to soothe the layer of my skin. So when I'm having like a reaction, I had these skin reactions last year as I was losing weight, and I was trying to figure out with my derm, like what is going on? Why is my skin having this reaction? And the aloe was really good layer on top of that layer of skin. When I was trying to figure it out, it helped like reduce the irritation, the itchiness. That was really great. And so I use it for a lot of that on my skin, but I also really use it to help with like healing and soothing of the skin. Aloe has so many natural benefits, and this one in particular has no extra chemicals in it. And so I really, really love this. It's a cooling moisture therapy for sunburned, irritated skin, but I use it in a lot of different ways. And that matters a ton to me. So aloe, I will say, is another bae. I keep her in the fridge because when it is summer and I need it cold, especially when I sunburn. So that is the aloe. Next are the concoctions that I make. So the first concoction that I use together is the coconut hibiscus bath and body oil mixed with their illuminating body lotion. I talk about this as a concoction because the concoction matters a ton. They must be mixed proportionally on my skin for this to work really, really well for me. And this mixture is the one that while I was home, my family was like, what is that smell? It smells so good. Like, we love it. This is that mix. And so this one in particular is just so moisturizing and smells so good. Like, it is so, 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 so great. And this is one of my favorites. I get the compliment from girlfriends all the time where they're like, Nia, I don't know what you use, but it's crazy And it smells so good. And so those are the things that I'm using there. The next one is the cocoa butter formula. The cocoa butter heals and softens daily skin therapy lotion, and then the oil. And both of these, I also like to concoct and mix together. These oils and the lotions, to be honest, are the things that really set my like moisturized skin apart. When my skin is the most moisturized, I'm using these really avidly and in a really great way, but they are definitely like, they have changed the game for my skincare, and they've changed the game for the moisture in my skin. And so they are things that I plan to keep, and absolutely love using. And yeah, that's that. Next is my Fenty body butters. I cannot express how much I love Fenty, as you can tell. And this one in particular is the Butter Drop. Well, both these are Butter Drops, but this one I think was like a vanilla dream or something like that. Girl, it's almost gone. And I still do the same thing with these where I mix it with an oil. So I'll use one of these two oils with it, and it still works so well. Like, these are so moisturizing that like I will continue to re-up on my Butter Drops. This one was a holiday favorite. It's a salted caramel. Also smells really good. Oh my God, it smells like a party. I only use this one with the cocoa butter heal and soften skin therapy oil because the smells complement each other really well, but this is also bae overall. But Butter Drops have the same kind of base. It's just a matter of like the scent that you're playing with when you get the Butter Drop. Next is really a glow oil that I use, but only in summer or when I'm traveling. So I don't really use this any other time. Or if I needed to like wear my shoulders out and I wanted a little shimmer, I will use this one. This stuff smells so good. Like, if I could get you to understand that this is like perfume and the glow oil in one. You see that on my thumb? You see how it gives me that? There are times where I've used this on my face, like when traveling, like on vacation in Mexico when I went last year. This was all I used on my face, which is crazy. I would not suggest. I didn't use a ton of it, but it worked for me because it gave me sparkle, and that's all I really wanted. I didn't need makeup or anything. It was fabulous. Next are my deodorants. I typically use the Shea Moisture Coconut Hibiscus deodorant, but I also really like to use the Whole Body Lumi deodorant. Both work really well for me. The antiperspirant from Shea Moisture is an all-natural one, which is what I really like about it. I do have to like re-up on her a good bit, but she doesn't have a lot of the harsh chemicals, which is what I really love about this. But I also really like the Lumi, so there are times where I put the Lumi on top, or I will use the Lumi under. It just kind of depends. So that's this overall, and this one is aluminum free. And then last are just some things that I've been using on my skin as a topical that I actually got prescribed. So clobetasol and hydrocortisone cream are the two that I use, mainly because I experienced these breakouts across my legs as I was losing weight last year that my doctor really couldn't figure out. It's not connected to an antifungal or like a fungal issue. It's not connected to a viral issue. None of those things. We did all the testing and skin grafting for that, but I experienced like eczema breakouts across my shins, and so they prescribed me clobetasol, but I also like to use hydrocortisone cream in between the flare-ups so that I can maintain like a healthy skin layer. Sometimes that is actually the gap, is that your skin layer is not as healthy, and so I would experience breakouts more when they were irritated, etc. So that's really how I use that, and I'm just rubbing it in because I put a little on my finger. The clobetasol is stronger for sure, and it can feel like it's like burning the layer of raised bumps off my skin. I've had some discoloration in the process because of it, but it's pretty normal with the cream overall, or the jelly overall, and that is really what like helped subside the bumps when I was going through this process the first original time, and I didn't know what it was. So that is it. That's like everything to do with my body skincare that I do on a regular basis. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I'm a very like simple human in that way. I mean, I also have perfume and things like that, but for the most part, this is what I'm using every single day, perfume or not. And that is really all. So as always, like, comment, subscribe, share with friends, and I thank you so much for being present today. And if you'd like to leave any comments or suggestions around body care that you'd like to see, let me know in the comments. Have a blessed day, y'all.